morning, everyone.
Good morning.
This is the part of our meeting where we do our evaluation, where we give feedback on the speeches. I find it to be the most difficult thing for me to do. Usually we're very nervous preparing speeches and getting up here and speaking, but I find it more difficult to actually evaluate someone because two things. Number one, I'm not always sure that what I'm going to say, that they will take it constructively. And that really is the idea behind an evaluation, is for a constructive criticism in order to help the speaker improve. And that's the idea. So anything I say, please don't take it personal. I won't be kidding. But anyway, your speech, which is project number 2, organize your speech. This speech had very specific goals in mind. According to the manual, it says good speech organization is essential if your audience is to follow and understand your presentation. And the goals that you were to achieve were four main goals. The first was to select an appropriate outline which allows listeners to easily follow and understand your speech. I think you did an excellent job with that. I think your speech was well organized, it was well researched, and I think the way you've outlined it for us was very effective. You had some very, very specific examples that you used. You introduced them one at a time, and you followed up on every single idea that you presented very well. So in my mind, I felt that this was a well-outlined speech. I can picture how it was organized. So that was a very important part that you achieved. That was very good. The second part was to make your message clear with supporting material directly contributing to that message. The examples that you used for aromatherapy were incredible. I mean, to me, I was very well informed with this. I really had not much experience or much exposure to this, and I really like some of the ideas that you presented. And the way you use the benefits, you said there were 3 benefits: the emotional benefits, the physical benefits, and the cosmetic benefits. That was very effective, I felt. And you gave examples, and the way you passed around examples of each one of the examples, or the samples, excuse me, that you passed around. I think that was extremely effective. That was very, very well done. The third goal was to use appropriate transitions when moving from one idea to another. I felt that you did that well. It was very straightforward. You came from the first idea, you gave us an example, we passed it around, you talked about it a little bit, and you moved on to the next one. It was well done. And at this level, this is your second speech, I thought I would give you an A in that aspect. But one of the things they try to teach us in Toastmasters is transitions are very important. And when you try to become creative in your transitions, you segue from a joke to your next subject, or you would use certain examples to go from step 1 to step 2. Those creative transitions work extremely well in a speech, and I thought that is one area maybe that you need to work on. And I know at your level of speech writing, it's a little bit too much to ask, but I just want to put that out there so that you understand that transitions are very important. And you did what you were supposed to do, and I would have given you an A on that, but I think that it's something that you got to think about in the future. The last objective was to create a strong opening and a strong conclusion. Your opening was clear. One of the things we would like to learn how to do, is to be able to be entertaining speakers. That means when we get up here and we want to start talking about something, we want to say something that everyone's going to go, wow. You want to start your saying. I know you have that capability. You've done it before in your icebreaker. But you came up and you said, aromatherapy is this and this and this and that, and I'm going to talk to you about aromatherapy. It's very clear. We understand. We say, all right, we know what we're going to talk about. but we want to be a Toastmaster. And the difference between a normal speaker, when they get up and they start speaking, and the difference between a Toastmaster that gets up in front of an audience and speaks, you're going to say to yourself, wait, there's a difference here. That's a Toastmaster. And that's what we want to learn how to do. We want to have an impact when we get up to speak. And I think that's one of the most important things we can learn how to do is when we get up, the opening line we use needs to be dramatic, and it needs to catch everyone's attention. Everything else we can fail, but don't fail on the opening line. That's very, very important. But overall, in conclusion, it was well researched. I think you used the cards a little bit too much in the beginning, but towards the end you were fine. It was well organized, and it was an interesting subject. Some of the things I think you can improve on is, again, maybe not use the cards as much as you did. You should have, I guess, used the floor space a little bit more because you stayed in one spot a little bit too much. And I think, using the floor space a little bit more would have been a little bit more effective. And overall, I think it was an excellent speech. Thank you.
Thank you.